You ain't seen the news, you ain't seen my shoes, you ain't see the views. Look, I get the views.
Yo, this is your boy Awesomeisjayell, aka the biggest music artist in the metaverse. And today I'm coming to y'all with a review of DAOFI, right? I know I got acronym DAO right here right now. So shout out to Acronym DAO, right? So Acronym DAO actually put me on. So Acronym DAO is partnering up with DAOFI to use their borrowing and lending protocol to give utility to NFTs, LP tokens, and cents, all through a cross-chain DeFi platform. So that is very fire. Excuse me, but that's fire. So shout out to Acronym DAO. Congratulations to them for partnering with DAOFI. And now we are going to go over the DAOFI protocol. And I think I might be the only one that got access to this. I didn't know that, but now I do. So for everybody who can't read here, it says, oh, well, first of all, before we go over that, this is the DAOFI Twitter. You guys go follow them on Twitter. They're following 123 people and they have 141 followers. And I'm pretty sure their followers are going to go through the roof once I read this DAOFI paper, which is bringing some extremely useful tools to the blockchain. So yeah, that is DAOFI. I don't think they have a website yet or Discord. So we're super fresh right now, super fresh. I'm probably the first one to talk about this on YouTube, period. So here we go. Excuse me. And here you go. And I know you guys can't see those words. I'm gonna read them to you. It says the most expansive DeFi protocol on the Cardano blockchain. Yes. That's a huge title. Let's go. Let's get it. So it says problem. Decentralized finance or DeFi protocols have created unique virtual economies that are impossible in the traditional world of finance. Excuse me. DeFi evolves at a blistering pace, leaving individual investors struggling to keep up with its development. Cardano currently lacks support for various DeFi protocols that have been tremendously impactful on blockchains like Ethereum. So, problem number one that they aim to solve. Currently, the only way to unlock the underlying liquidity in a Cnft is through permanently selling the NFT, right? And so problem number two is cross-chain. There is no cross-chain protocol that allows assets, NFTs, and SIMs from multiple chains to be traded directly. Now, examples of these things, right? Let me start back at number one. So it says currently the only way to unlock the underlying liquidity in the CNFT is through permanently selling the NFT. What they mean is the only way you can get your ADA back or your return on your investment with ADA through an NFT, gain your liquidity back, which would be your ADA in this case, right? Is to sell off the NFT in order to obtain liquid, which is ADA, right? Would be to sell off the NFT. Well, they aim to solve that problem for you to unlock the underlying liquidity without having to sell off your NFT, which is cool. It's great. And problem number two, they're talking about there's no cross-chain protocol that allows assets, NFTs, and SIMs from multiple chains to be traded directly. That pretty much means like, oh, well, I can't trade a CNFT through a cross-chain protocol like Ethereum. Like I can't trade my CNFT for NFT on Ethereum because there's a lot of roadblocks right now and no one solved that problem. So you can't do cross-chain trades, which pretty much in the future will be normal. It will be normalized. But they want to be the first ones to take a crack at it, along with other blockchains and other developers as well. So problem number 3, synth tokens. There is no support for trading, lending, and or borrowing synthetic tokens on Cardano. Yeah, so that's pretty much self-explanatory. There's no trading, lending, or borrowing synthetic tokens on Cardano. You can do that with other tokens, but you can't not on Cardano right now. All the Cardano native tokens cannot be borrowed, lended, or traded. And when they say for trading, lending, or borrowing, I don't know what they mean by trading. Not sure if they mean peer-to-peer or what. But I will be doing an interview really soon with Acronym DAO, and some of the people at DAOFI, so that we can get on one accord to bring you guys all of the information. So let's keep it going. It says DAOFI brings DeFi utilities to NFTs by facilitating the lending and borrowing of ADA using NFTs as collateral with no KYC and credit checks. Lenders are able to loan their ADA to other members for a return. Borrowers are able to retrieve liquidity, which would have otherwise been locked up in their NFT. So that's pretty self-explanatory. So you pretty much would be able to lend and borrow ADA using NFTs as collateral. So that's what that means. So let's keep it moving. So here they go. They got solution number 1, and these are to answer the solutions to the 3 problems that I mentioned previously. So they have solution 1, NFT loans. DAOFI's first service will be NFT collateral-based loans, allowing users to leverage assets for liquidity without having to sell underlying assets. So basically, you will have to you will be able to get a collateral-based loan without having to sell your NFTs. So if you are a NFT degen like me, you have a whole lot of NFTs and you have no liquidity, right? So they're aiming to solve that problem. If you have a whole bunch of NFTs and you're thinking, oh man, I would like more liquidity, it would be nice, right? But you thinking, you know what? I don't want to sell any of my NFTs, but I want liquidity. Well, guess what? They got the solution, NFT loans. So if you're sitting around with 1,000 NFTs and you only got 100 ADA, you can leverage off like 25 of your 1,000 NFTs for an NFT loan. That way you don't have to sell off your assets. You can leverage your assets for liquidity. So solution number 2, stable coins. DAOFI will help users venture into fiat loans, allowing users to connect their crypto assets to stable coins cross-chain. Let's say that one more time. I want to make sure I get it right. DAOFI will help users venture into fiat loans, allowing users to connect their crypto assets to stable coins cross-chain. Okay. So they also want to help users venture into fiat loans. So they want to do fiat loans also, and they want to allow users to connect their crypto assets to stable coins cross-chain. Kind of like the same thing as the NFT loan a little bit. Wanting to be able to unlock liquidity. Let me go back. They want to be able to unlock liquidity without selling off all of their collection of all of their coins. But once again, like I said, I'll have them on here to break more of this down. So solution number 3, synths and LPs. DAOFI will offer a protocol that gives users the ability to lend, borrow, or stake synthetic and liquidity tokens, all cross-chain. So that's dope. And then it says DAOFI enters the chat. If an asset can be sold, it has value. With DAOFI, that value can be leveraged. DAOFI aims to be the first cross-chain DeFi protocol launched on Cardano blockchain, it will initially be a lending and borrowing platform that gives users the ability to unlock liquidity without having to liquidate any assets. There you go. That's exactly what it is. So we got step one, facilitating loans manually was unmanageable due to explosive volume and interest in both lending and borrowing. So they had to come up with this solution because this can't work manually. If you know all the different transactions that happen daily throughout the blockchain, there's no way to keep up with all of these transactions manually. Like, that's the way of the dinosaur, and that way is gone. It's done. You can't keep up. It's too many transactions. There's millions of transactions a day. There's no way to keep up with interest and borrowing, lending protocols. It's too much to do manually. That's what they mean by overload. So step two, creation. Within a 7-week period, DAOFI was developed, tested, and implemented. Step three, development. DAOFI will continue to add more services, eventually making DAOFI a hub for DeFi protocols across multiple chains. So this is a growing protocol. They are looking to improve this protocol and add more layers to it and more services. So the process. DAOFI is aiming to facilitate the development of DeFi protocols on Cardano. Initially, DAOFI will offer NFT collateral-based loans, but will eventually grow to include a vast expanse of services. Such future services include an asset marketplace, trading services, support for stable coin loans, and fractionalized loans. Loans should always be over collateralized. I don't know why I'm having a problem with this word, collateralized, to protect the lender, which is great. DAOFI Borrowers. And I'm not going to read all of this, but I'm just going to read the titles. It says non-contingent loans, no KYC, credit checks, or identity checks. Great. Choose your own rates. Benefit 2, transparency. Everything will be on the Cardano blockchain, and this will allow for transparent and secure process. Benefit 1, ADA. All interest paid to lenders are paid in ADA. This is a pivot compared to other yield-bearing services in cryptocurrency. Yes. So usually what would happen, and I know you guys can't really see that part, but I'll break it down. What they mean by that is usually when you do yield farming, or if you're using some kind of DeFi protocol, or on some kind of decentralized exchange, they would usually pay you. They don't pay you in ADA. They'll usually pay you in the token that you're farming. Like, you would have to farm a certain token, and you would have to provide your ADA along with the token for liquidity, right? But when you start farming, you don't get paid in ADA. You get paid in the token, that ADA is paired with. You don't really get paid in ADA. Like, so that's what they mean by that. So that's typically not a traditional thing that happens on a decentralized exchange. So benefit 3, rewards. The interest can be earned at DAOFI as exponentially greater than staking due to smart contracts is safer too. So yeah, so they're basically saying that dealing with DAOFI is exponentially greater than staking. So rather than letting your money sit there and stake, you can actually go through DAOFI and earn your rewards that way. And they say that it's safer. So let's keep going. They actually have a diagram up here. It says borrowers NFT is worth 100 ADA, right? So the borrower NFT is worth 100 ADA. So he offers his NFT as collateral right there. And then lender sends 70 ADA. So it's worth 100 ADA. They're going to take 30, they're going to take 30 out of there, and then they're going to lend him 70 ADA, so that's just an example of their protocol, how it works. And then they talk about initial success, total value lent 200K, most common collateral, A breakdown of what collateral is used for lending and borrowing. 5.5% is the average APY on a loan. Average loan duration 2 weeks. So, and then they got some of the CNFTs listed up here. And yeah, so that's some of the results they have. But let's keep it moving. Now they break down DAOFI versus staking. And with DAOFI, they have 10,000. Okay, so what they're doing is pretty much taking the calculations and doing their 5.5% interest versus a 5% APY, and showing how that breaks down. But you guys have to read this when it actually released. I'm not sure if it's released now, but let's keep it moving. You have to do your own research. Partnership program, DAOFI aims to bring stability to projects. Currently, anybody can borrow on the DAOFI platform. However, the lenders must be verified holders of DAOFI partner projects. And once again, shout out to Acronym DAO, because Acronym DAO is a DAOFI partner project. So if you guys are interested in going through the DAOFI program, you would have to go through a DAOFI partnered project. Then it says providing liquidity on DAOFI earns an individual a much higher yield. 5% returns every 2 weeks rather than per year can be expected. If you would like a project's holder to be eligible to lend, message DAOFI through Gmail or Twitter. And then I think this is gonna wrap it up. Yeah, right. So it says native tokens suck. This is funny. Native tokens suck. Project tokens can have governance purposes, but they have weak fundamentals that prevent holders from selling their tokens in a bear market compared to ADA. Everybody wants ADA. Eventually, native tokens are swapped back into ADA. There will be no DAOFI token. You'll get ADA instead. You're welcome. Whoa, that's crazy. That's the way you close. That's the way you close out a white paper, or a DAOFI paper. DAOFI plays out in ADA. Kind of simple, really. You give ADA, you get ADA. Facts. I like this. I like it. So shout out to the team. And it looks like okay, so these two guys actually are on Acronym DAO. So I didn't know they were actually part of the team. So shout out to Evan and shout out to Angus. And I will be doing an interview with them really soon. And then you got Stock Picker. He's the co-founder and CFO. Like I said, you got Evan, co-founder, COO, Angus, co-founder, CMO, and Scene, co-founder, CLO. And then they have a look at the future roadmap. So the NFT collateral loans are looking to be set to release, be up and running in April. So next month. Marketplace for assets will be up in September 2022. Asset swapping service, January 2023. Stablecoin and synth lending, June 2023. So yeah, that's it. And that is it for the DAOFI paper. And once again, shout out to once again, shout out to Angus and shout out to Evan. I'm pretty sure I will be doing an interview with them very soon about the DAOFI protocol, so these guys could catch me up to speed with everything that I'm missing out on this DAOFI paper. But yeah, that's it. And this is your boy Awesomeisjayell, aka the biggest music artist in the metaverse. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I am signing off.
You ain't seen the news, you ain't seen my shoes, you ain't see the views. Look, I get the views.